See, like, he sounds good now.
Yeah.
But, like...
Damn good.
Oh! But I don't know.
That's me and Dino all the time. Whenever we see each other, we're just like...
Damn, bro.
As you
It's on
would
site.
We gotta start recording. We are. That's it. That's how it starts.
That's our intro. Fuck it.
That's how it's. Him and Dino, when they first see each other, it's just.
Yeah, it's true too.
Ooh.
We look at each
Yeah,
other.
back.
He's biting his lips. I'm just like, all the time.
Be putting ripples through them back shots. Hey, what? Welcome back to the CicadaCast. This is the Skinny Malone and the Gang podcast, brought to you by Cicada Studios. My name is Danny.
Why do you want to rock paper scissors? For
Why
it?
do you always
Who's
have?
introducing for? Hold on, we're gonna.
I guess usually I do it.
But we're gonna rock. We looked at each other now. It
Yeah,
makes
for some
sense.
reason I thought maybe you would do
Alright.
it.
They're gonna rock paper scissors.
Are we going on 3 or doing on shoot?
On shoot. Rock paper scissors shoot. I'm Dennis.
And I'm a fucking loser.
They didn't know who you guys were. They had no idea. They were like, man, these guys don't sound similar to the
Stranger
guys.
danger.
Yeah, they didn't know. Our TV's on and the screensaver is on. McDonald's.
We're just vibing in the Roku city right now.
Yeah. This video is brought to you by
The Grimace
McDonald's.
Shake.
Have you seen the news about that?
God, dude, it's so fun. At first, it was the funniest shit ever, and now it's just kind of getting annoying.
What's the news about it?
Well, what did you hear about it?
Well, sorry, I guess I took news as memes for some reason.
Well, I just heard that I heard that it's like making people sick, and I heard that it's this episode's sponsored by McDonald's. I heard that it's making people sick, and I heard that. But I also heard from that people are doing like a challenge where they're drinking too much and getting like sick because they're drinking too much, not because it's like.
Well, that's because
the
too much
ingredients.
sugar is bad for your tum, you dummies.
Plus, it is McDonald's. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
do
good
that.
and all, but I mean, it's all fast food. You're gonna get sick somehow, some way.
Yeah, I got some nuggets earlier today, and my stomach did not like them. My mouth did, but a few minutes later, I was like, and I was like, You know how when your stomach sounds like pure liquid, you know, like when you hear like pure liquid, like slushing around in your stomach, and that's when you know it's go time. That's what I heard, and then all my alarm bells went off. Started
Like-
sweating.
To go pee or take a shit.
I mean.
Are you just trying to make it to the bathroom?
Like, if I'm gonna be honest,
If
I've
you
never
gotta-
heard anything like that.
You've never
gotta-
heard like just like
When I've heard no, because these things sloshing as if like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. It's
The
like
only time
it's
that's
like-
happened to me is when like at night I'll drink water, like
No.
a bottle of it, and I legitimately could shake my belly and I hear
not like shaking your belly and you hear the water in your stomach that hasn't settled yet. I'm talking about like when you hear like bubbles, like
okay, yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
and then like, your fucking alarm bells start going.
yeah, that's
off.
like every morning for me.
Start sweat. That's every second of the day.
Yeah, I always have a nice latte in the morning, and that shit seems like flying to the work bathroom.
I don't get the coffee shits. I don't get them.
I do. They're bad.
Like if I drink a
it's only
lot,
certain coffee for me.
hot coffee does it for me though.
Either or does it.
I drink iced coffee more, and I don't get the shits from it. So.
Oh, no,
Well, I guess caffeine itself's a diuretic, so
Oh. Should we keep the TV on? I feel like we should.
It's up to you. I couldn't find the power button on that, so I just assumed it was on there.
I mean, I don't know if it'll like pick up in the background.
What's it gonna pick up?
Rhett and Link.
We don't even have. You're trying to put that
Wow,
on?
wow, the TV's not on, Dennis. It's almost like I fucking asked, should we keep it on or not? Because it's not playing anything.
Okay, but is he the one saying if it's gonna pick something up? What the fuck is it gonna pick up? There's nothing playing.
When I turn something on, Dennis.
Why would you want to turn something on?
That's what I'm asking you.
I thought you meant in general, like turn the TV off, not put something on.
I'm asking, should we turn it off or should we put something on?
I didn't get that part.
I
I
don't get that either.
Yeah, exactly. 2 against 1, bitch.
Yeah, you got your little big brother. Now you feel big,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah, he's my brother.
We're the same race. So he's my brother. So on or off, Dennis?
No,
You decide.
keep it on. I mean, either or. If it stays on, it's not gonna do anything. If you put it off.
What if you put on exclusive footage of the Crew Motorfest, the new game that's coming out from Ubisoft. Have you seen their
Motorfest?
I should back up from the mic. Have you seen their new game that's basically Horizon?
Oh, I
It's
think I've seen like images of it, but I haven't.
Literally Forza Horizon.
Yeah.
Is
Like
it?
it's like a festival and everything.
Yeah, it's like
Jeez.
I mean, I guess like if you have a PlayStation, you can't play Horizon. It's kind of like a good.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
but it's a little shame. It's a little bit shame.
I mean, if it's better though. I don't know if it will be. Like,
yeah,
I mean, it's
I
like
think
with the other Ubisoft.
it's gonna come. Oh fuck! It is Ubisoft. It's probably not gonna be
Yeah.
better.
the thing about the
Yeah.
Crew 2 though is that like, well, the Crew 2 the game, not the Crew 2 as well. But like the thing about the Crew 2 is that like the gameplay wasn't bad. It was just the microtransactions and like the like, oh, if you pay this much money, you'll get this race, and if you win this race, you might get a car, or you might get like a pair of slacks. Like it was that type of like that like gambling gaming type
Yeah.
culture. But like the game, like controls and everything were pretty fine. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
Like you said, if it's good, it's good. You know, it's like the other new Ubisoft game that got announced, X Defiant.
Ubisoft.
It's like pretty much another literal Call of Duty, but people are like giving it good reviews because apparently it's doing pretty fucking good in the beta at least.
I mean,
So-
Ubisoft has good like gunplay because their
Yeah.
Far Cry games are always good
And
for gunplay.
Yeah, and that's what I like. The concept to this one is that they're bringing in like teams from different Ubisoft games. So like you got Splinter Cell team, you got another team from some other fucking game.
Splinter Cell games were really good.
I've never played a single one.
I watched somebody play it. It seems pretty fun.
Yeah. It's just another.
Seems kinda hard,
Metal
though.
Gear,
Yeah,
though.
it's definitely hard. Like,
Is it?
but if you can like get immersed in it, it's definitely like a cool gaming experience.
It's like a stealth game that's like very punishing. Like if you get caught, you
Mhm.
start the whole fucking
So like what?
Game
Say
over.
harder than Metal Gear.
yes.
I haven't played enough Metal Gear to tell you.
I would say so, yeah. Metal Gear is kind of forgiving because like if you run by a guy, he'll go, "Huh!" But in Splinter Cell, they just
Jeez.
from what I saw. So in Metal Gear, it's kind of like gamified,
Mhm.
where like Snake walks around on a fucking box, and a guy's like, "Why does this box follow me? I don't know." But yeah, Ubisoft, make it good, make Motorfest good.
I don't
That'd
know,
be-
man. I don't think they have much on their back right now that could. I feel like they're a company that's probably gonna die soon.
Ubisoft?
Yeah, dude.
I mean,
I mean, they're milking the fuck out of Assassin's Creed. It's ridiculous. I don't think they had to stop that.
Yeah.
if Assassin's Creed, if the new one's really bad, they might have to like start selling some
Yeah.
properties off.
Like you could tell based off the trailer, it's kind of trying to go back to what the first game was. But I mean, you guys have already done too many Assassin's Creed to
Yeah,
even try to
it's
redeem
pretty
yourself
ridiculous.
I never really got the whole Assassin's Creed appeal.
in that. Pills, where?
When
I
it
don't know.
when it came out, I thought it was really cool, but I still never played it. And then I tried playing like
I
one of the
played-
ones that was free on Game Pass, and I
Mhm.
played like maybe an hour of that shit, and I was like, this is fucking boring.
I
Yeah.
played the first one, and I think Brotherhood, and the one where you play as a Native American. I forget which one that is.
3.
I played that one.
Sorry.
He was mid suck of some liquid, so that's
Yeah.
why his voice.
Yeah, 3 is the one with the 3's fucking great. That's the last one I played because I tried playing Black Flag, but for some reason, any game that has some form of like water tactics to it or water
Yeah.
battles, I fucking hate it.
I didn't like Black Flag because it was just like, it just felt like 3 but in a different area. Like it felt like
Yeah,
it's Assassin's Creed 3 but like boats,
It's
but
not-
like everything else is exactly the same but just boats. Yeah, and the boat combat was like,
yeah.
why did you put this?
I mean,
in
they
the
slowly
Assassin's
introduced it in 3.
Creed? And like you're an assassin and you're having these like grandiose like war battles with other.
Yeah, because they always try to tie it with a fucking actual
History,
historical
yeah.
event.
But like that doesn't make sense because if you're an assassin, you're like your name's not going to be in the paper. So
Yeah.
like, why would you be in like the center of like,
Right.
like that doesn't make sense. Like I don't. But whatever. I guess everybody
And then
is
it's like,
Lady
oh, in Black
Nightingale.
Flag, the guy you play, I think, is supposedly like the father of the dude in the third one or something like that. I don't know. It was a whole,
tying them
or I
together.
think it was like a relative of his, but later on in the timeline, I don't fucking know. But I genuinely stopped after 3.
I also didn't like why did the first one do the thing where it was like, oh, it's actually in modern times and we're looking back
Yeah,
at an
for sure.
assassin.
Yeah,
I never liked that part.
that's
Why
where
isn't
they
it
first
just
introduced. What was his name?
a
Desmond.
period piece. Yeah, like why can't it just be in the time?
Yeah,
Like why do we need like
'Cause
what does
here's
that
this
add?
crazy twist?
yeah, but like what is like who
it had. Okay, so
like what if you found out like at the end of Call of Duty Cold War it was just like, oh, we're in a time capsule, like
We were playing
Oh.
a VR game the whole time.
okay, like
yeah, it wouldn't make sense for that, honestly, but they somehow try to tie it in with the fact that the world was ending, because they went with the whole like 2012 is the end of the
yeah.
world, and like we gotta save it. So how do we save it? Let's go back to our ancestors,
go back to the pigs.
because they have some connection to these stupid fucking artifacts, fucking Millennium pieces from fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, and they're like, I don't know, it's stupid.
boy.
Is it like actual time travel though?
No,
No, you're
it's
just like
It's like Avatar.
think about 23andMe, but advanced.
Oh, so they're just showing you what people did back in the day
Yeah, sure.
because like,
Based off your DNA, they're like, oh yeah, this was your ancestor, so we're gonna show you all the events that he went through.
like a fucking like meteor's about to hit the earth, and they're just like, well, this is what we did in 1776. This is what the Native Americans did during the Revolutionary War. I don't think I want to go out like that.
No.
I don't think I want to go out in VR chat with like real pain and death around me. I don't want to die with PTSD before the bombs or the meteor falls. But you know what they should do? They
Not
should
make Assassin's Creed.
yeah. They should make another Fallout game. But Bethesda should sell it
Yeah.
to somebody else because I don't know if I want Bethesda to make it.
That's not happening. There's no
I was trying to figure
way
out
they're
the
gonna let go of
connection there. I was
Fallout.
like,
Yeah, but there's also no way they're gonna make 5 anytime soon.
No, because like
I mean, the president
they just
of
said that
Xbox said,
fucking Elder Scrolls.
like 5+ years away.
Yeah, it's alright. I've already been waiting fucking 5 years, so I guess didn't know I was going to wait like
Thank God.
I was going to
didn't
play
any of those
Skyrim for
games.
fucking 10 years.
Yeah, I've been playing fucking Fallout 4 for like however many. What was that, like 2015 when it came out or something like that?
Hey man, I'll be in the same boat because I'm
Something
waiting for
like
Kingdom
that.
Hearts 4. All right,
I'm
that
not.
shit's like 4 years away.
I'm not excited for the Kingdom Hearts new.
Yeah, I am.
I just don't. The new like Squeenix stuff. I'm just not. I don't know. I saw Final Fantasy 16 gameplay and I was like, I don't.
It's so fucking good.
See, for me,
I just.
I'm always torn because I'm like, I love the Final Fantasy universe and like this.
Jesus.
There's always like a certain aesthetic to it.
Hold on.
Steven,
But anyways, it was like
Steven will have to edit this part out.
Someone's dying right now, Steven. Give us a second.
Steven, don't put an offensive edit. Edit it out, Steven. I swear to you, don't do that. What if we get in trouble because of Steven's negligent edits? Like we find out
We
like
beat him up.
in like episode 2, he put like a swastika somewhere,
but
and we just get canceled.
yeah, I'm kind of like torn on like newer Final Fantasies as a whole. I'm like torn about because like I love the universe, I love the like Final Fantasy aesthetic, especially now that it's kind of shifting back to like a more traditional
Mm-hmm.
Final Fantasy. But I am in the party of people who wish it was still just a turn-based RPG, because that's like why I like JRPGs. Is
fair.
like the
feel
slow combat, like
Yeah.
sitting there figuring out what I'm gonna do.
I'm glad I can't get into this. That's the thing. I've tried to, and I guess I've never played a JRPG, but I would want to say that my first introduction to one would probably be 7 Remake, because they did attempt to do a kind of like a 50-50
Yeah, you could like kind
with
of
it.
switch.
That wasn't turn-based though, was it?
No, it had elements of it.
Yeah.
So like you're playing Cloud, right? Oh, let's just hop over to Aerith and do something with her while Cloud's regaining his stamina for something. So you can always jump back and forth. But most of the time, you could just stay with one character and just go bust the walls with that guy. Bro, this thing is swiveling so fucking easily. It's bothering me.
I don't know. I saw Final Fantasy 16, and I kind of have a problem with like the Final Fantasy like thing that they do nowadays, where I feel like if you look at the characters of like Final Fantasy 7 or 10 or 7 or 8, I feel like there was like some like character, you know, and even in like 6 and 5, like I didn't play those, but they still seem kind of like, you know, like very like it felt like thought was put into their design. But like if that new trailer, it's like everybody was wearing black and the main character's hair was black and he had like a prototype arm or some shit and he was like, I'm a grizzled and it was like so he's just like McProtagonist. I don't know. I felt like Cloud, like when he had that purple jumpsuit on and he looked fucking ridiculous with that giant Buster sword.
Yeah.
And he got off the train. He was like, I was like, oh, there is a character. And then like obviously Barrett was like the world's largest African American man in a Japanese game up to that point. And then obviously Tifa. And then Aris was like Amy the Hedgehog, but a human. So I was like, wow. Except Amy is alive. But and then obviously Yuna, Riku,
yeah, but that could change in this
Pain.
game.
But like it just seemed a little. It felt like, because wasn't there one guy also that was like a prince and he was like wearing all black and
yeah,
he was
15.
like Sasuke Uchiha.
15, yeah. 15 is just everybody like Noctis. He wears all black. His hair's black. All his crew members will also wear black, but you know, different styles of black. One's in a tux.
It's like you're a JRPG. Like try, just do something. Put one of the motherfuckers in a mech. I don't care.
Yeah,
it's just like I don't know.
but I guess that's where like their outside characters away from like the protagonists come in too, because yeah, you got your character. I mean, you could change the outfits though. Outfits in 15, you're not always wearing that. You can mess around with your style, and then other characters again come in and you know, because Japan likes to fucking
Japin.
Like to what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? Over dramatize their characters.
Dramatize.
Dramatize, yeah. My mom's calling me.
Put it on the pod.
Oh my god!
This is the second time you got to do it. Put it on the pod.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
So I said, hola. Hola, mami.
I didn't answer.
You fuck. I was sitting here waited with bated breath, half chub in hand.
8, 7, 6, 5. There's a countdown on the TV. You better shut off.
Uh-oh. We all die, pass out. You have to edit out that long silence. But I got to stop like calling out when Steven should edit, because when he comes back in and it's like, oh, edit out that silence, but there's no silence on y'all's end, the audience, they're like,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure the one person
Steven,
that will comment.
edit his voice out. There you go. So what's up, Brandon? How's it going?
That's pretty good, you know.
Yeah, nice. Cool. You want to go?
So I've got I've been keeping a secret from you, Dennis.
Is this away from like this bit now? Can he talk? Yeah, all right. Yeah.
I was gonna
if he's allowed, I don't know.
I was gonna say like y'all should like respond to me and like act like I'm talking, but like I'm not gonna talk. So it's like he's actually editing me out. But anyway, joke over. I'm talking now.
That sounded like too much effort for me to do.
Talking on a podcast.
So what's the secret?
I had a thing.
Oh shit.
Something that you've spoke very highly of in the past, on several occasions.
Is this food related?
It's food related.
Oh.
That I've spoken very highly in the past?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm fat, so I like everything. So I don't know. It's hard to say, really.
I think it's something
Wasn't there a
I think you used to eat in high school a lot. Maybe go with your friends.
What's this thing, Dennis?
I don't know.
The chicken pub sub.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh my god!
I think I got the right one. Which one do you usually get?
The chicken tender sub.
Yeah,
I
they have
mean,
like,
at the
they have like
topping
different
is the-
flavors though.
Oh, I
At
didn't
least
know
when
that.
I went.
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Usually the one I get is just a plain one where I put lettuce. The way I like it is the tender,
Okay.
the chicken tenders. Right, I like it cut up and all that, like it is. Lettuce, banana pepper, and then up to you as to what condiment.
Okay, because for some reason in my head I thought you'd got like the chicken parmesan one, like marinara sauce and stuff. So I was like, this is what I'm gonna try.
No, I didn't even know that one was a thing.
Rate it.
All right, so I changed mine up a little bit because very little bit. Like I just added black olives. I said a little bit, and then they put like 50 fucking black olives on there. So I had to take some of those off, and but I got some like oregano on there too. So I'm eating it. It's pretty good. Like at that point, I would say like a B plus, because I'm not a chicken parm fan. I think chicken parm's like boring as fuck.
Yeah.
But then I look over in the deli, I see a little packet sitting there, a red wine vinegar,
Ooh.
and I put some of that on it,
Yeah.
and that took it up to like S tier.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, this is good as fuck. Like
Yeah,
I was
no,
gonna
like-
go get one today, but it didn't work out, so I'm
Dude.
gonna go tomorrow and get one.
Oh, what, dude? I would so go with you. During my lunchtime, at least try to drive. If you want to make that drive, you can come towards work and we can go to the Harrisburg one, and we can go to that one and we pick it up there. Just come to my work and we go to lunch together.
All right, I'd see what, because
Yeah.
Natalie's going away too, so I'd
Okay.
see what works for her though. Is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
that's
But
fine.
yeah,
I mean, we just leave her on the side of the road. It's fine. But no, dude. Yeah, like that's how I get mine. I think I usually put. I want to say I put mayo. I don't remember. Right, but usually with like cheese, I always go Munster cheese because I love Munster cheese.
oh, Munster's like God too.
It's the fucking best. I put that on. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little, spicy, I'll put some spicy mustard on it, and I can't remember what else, but usually it's lettuce and banana. I always put banana pepper. I love banana pepper.
Yeah, banana pepper's super good.
Yeah, but I didn't know they had that other stuff. That's news
Yeah,
to me.
they had like a whole like list of like different flavors you could get. Like
Oh,
they had
shit.
like chicken bacon ranch and like all kinds of shit.
Fuck yeah.
I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah, no, that shit's awesome. I don't go to it as much now. It's been a while since I've had one. So now that you're bringing it up, damn, I gotta get one now.
What time's your lunch?
I usually try to go like 12:30.
It's a date.
Hell yeah. What's so funny, huh?
It's coming. The conversation was just like so casual.
Hey, man.
It was just like two dudes. It's like talking about what they're gonna eat tomorrow. It was just really funny to me. I don't know.
Hey, man.
It's just like
Just
after
jealous because I could date him.
after the silence, I was like, it's like really casual. It's been a casual episode though.
Yeah.
We haven't reviewed anything or talked about anything.
I mean,
We
let's
did
start a
watch-
review that Brandon could join
Yeah,
in. you know?
Brandon reviewed the sandwich. That was good. He said it was an S tier with the vinegar sauce.
Yeah, you gotta have the vinegar. Otherwise, it's like it was okay.
So anybody out there, if you want that sandwich, you gotta get the vinegar.
Tell them you want the Brandon special. They'll know what you mean.
Yeah, the Brandini special. Make sure to do that hand
And you got it
gesture.
toasted. I mean, it's Parmesan, yeah.
Parmesan.
Yeah, I always get it toasted I mean, I don't mind pressed, but I prefer toasted.
Did we talk about Spider-Verse in the last?
No, it's been
Episode?
like 2 fucking weeks since
Yeah.
we last did something.
Yeah, we have been gone a while. That's something we probably
Yeah.
should say.
That's what I'm saying. We can't get into it, but old Brandini here is going to be out of it for like a long time.
Kids. I mean, it was good. That's
Yeah,
all I
it
really
was
got to say about
fucking
it.
great.
But we did. Well, something that is newer is Secret Invasion.
I like
That
it so far.
show.
That second episode was really good.
I haven't seen the second episode. The first one.
I think this is one of those things where, like, away from how you've seen Nick Fury
Yeah.
most of the time in any like other Marvel project, I think this one he's really like amping it up a bit because he's really
You're
like,
getting a glimpse into Nick Fury as a person.
that, but like he's really like just the way he's acting and all this, dude. Dude, he's fucking. You could tell he's like.
I think the
heated
blip
and
hurt his feelings.
Yeah,
I think the blip hurt him.
yeah.
You
But
think the blip hurt him? I think the blip hurt him.
Yeah, probably. I mean, he was gone for 5 years.
I saw the first episode. And I was like, half of it was good. The
Yeah.
Nick Fury stuff was good, and the ending was surprising. But
Yeah, wasn't expecting that so soon or at all.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't care about the Russian scroll refugees trying to find her mom, and she like a dude died, and she's like, I gotta find him, and she's like, gotta make more people.
Yeah. Like, there's more explanation of that because you find out later something else in that second episode.
I just couldn't care. I couldn't bring myself to care. I went into a corner of the room, and I went to try and force myself to care. I charged up my chakra.
I know that there's been a 50-50 with the intro to it. I kind of like the intro.
What the AI art?
Yeah, so
I don't know
if you
why
didn't-
people care.
Yeah, if you didn't know this, the intro to this new series was AI generated,
Okay.
right? Which in some cases I see why it's kind of controversial to some cases because I don't know what's
I don't
going
really.
on. Well, right, but I don't know what's going on right now. But I know there's like some like writer strike going on.
Yeah.
So because they went out of their way to make this just like easily, it kind of takes away from the fact that you've got hardworking people that will genuinely put their time into it. But whatever. But at the same time, I kind of like it because it
I thought it looked cool.
yeah, it looks cool
And
and,
it fits the
it
theme.
like it fits exactly. It fits the theme of the whole like who's who you can trust. You know,
Yeah.
like
Aliens are invading Earth, and they're
Yeah.
like posing as humans. They're like shape shifting into like people, and you don't know who's fake or who's what. It's
Mhm.
a allegory on the Red Scare of 1940s, basically. But yeah, who cares? Like, someone could have made that Marvel logo that's the same font and color that it was in the last 5,000 movies, sir. And it's like, oh, okay, like that's where the big bucks start, huh? With the
Mhm.
Marvel Studios logo, where you just take the same video transition effect. I don't want to belittle their job, but it's just like I feel like the real money's made in the writing, not the hey, that's all you didn't pay us to put the logo up. It's like, well, I mean, it's Disney's logo. They don't have to get you to do it. They can just have a guy that works at Disney go, this is Marvel, and he walks off screen. And then that's how they introduce every movie. They want to. They won't. They should. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
If they made like a Deadpool movie, they'd do something like that. But
100%.
yeah, I feel like pay your writers, obviously, but like, who the fuck cares about an intro to a fucking, I don't know. But is that why the shows suck? Because of writer strike?
I don't know.
Because there was a dip in quality for me after Loki. I noticed a dip after Hawkeye.
I like this one just because they are going back to the like whole boots to the ground thing, let's say, for
Okay.
lack of a better term.
Like
Because-
ground level threats.
Yeah, now it's like I didn't like Miss Marvel that much. It was whatever. It was like a 5,
I
6.
hated Ms. Marvel.
But it's one of those things where now Marvel has always tried to keep that trend of like, hey, let's make everything funny.
Yeah,
Like their last good serious movie was Winter Soldier.
the
That
Marvel
was the
quip,
fucking best.
the Marvel quippy stuff is like
Yeah.
getting a bit out of hand. But I
Mhm.
think they learned their lesson with Thor. I think they're gonna
Yeah,
stop.
because even fucking Chris Hemsworth came out saying like
He
2
didn't
months
like-
ago, he's like, yeah, no, I think it would have been a much better movie if it wasn't so like silly.
I think Taika
Like,
Waititi
shit.
was on some. He was on something
Yeah.
when he wrote that. He was.
Honestly, he's the
He-
same guy who was in that. I haven't seen the show, but it's I think it's called like What We Do at Night or something like that. That vampire show.
Oh, what we do in the shadows?
Yeah, I think he was I think he was a director for that,
He was the guy that.
or he might have
you're
been
right.
in it.
He also made that movie, that like comedy about like World War II with Hitler, where he played Hitler.
Oh yeah, fuck. What was
I don't know what it
called?
was called.
It has Scarlett Johansson.
A Day in the
I know
Life of
that.
Adolf.
Oh,
But yeah,
hi.
that was. Yeah, can't. Anyway, but yeah, I mean he's a good person. I mean like Thor 3 was alright.
Oh, okay. I was about to question as to who you were talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
It's
Taika-
a horrible transition.
Taika Waititi's a good person. Thor 3 was pretty good.
4.
Well, Thor 3. Thor Ragnarok.
Oh, okay. I thought we were on like Love and Thunder.
No, I didn't like Love and
Yeah.
Thunder. The first time I watched it, it was like okay, but like the second time, the screaming goats thing needed to stop after the first second it was on screen.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was on something with Thor 4. I don't know if it's like his relationship with Tristan Thompson, or if it's
Say
his
Trissa?
relationship with the other girl in the movie. But he was banging some actresses, and I don't know if the movie was just so he could go on a free vacation with some girls from London, England. And
Well, I know that
was
picture
the
of him
worst
like.
accent.
Yeah, 'cause it's British. London, England.
Oh man.
There's 3 different types of British accents. There's like the Cockney one, where it's like the hello, governor.
Okay.
And then there's like the black British accent. I don't know if you've noticed this, but like black people from Britain talk different. Like they're Britishish different. Like
It is. I think it sounds cool personally. Like
I hate it.
really, I always think it sounds cool. I don't know why.
No, it's kind of all right. It kind of has like street like cool sound to
Yeah.
it. And then there's like the posh, like the Jeremy Clarkson type. But yeah, I think Tristan Thompson is he British? Or
I think so.
yeah,
Tessa.
Tessa
Yeah.
Thompson.
Tessa.
I was saying Trisha.
Mhm.
Is that her name in the movie or something? Is that why I said it, or am I just?
No, her name in the
You just
movie is
dumb.
Valkyrie.
I'm just stupid.
Her name in the movie is Valkyrie.
I thought that was like her rank. I thought she had a name,
I don't know. I thought it was Valkyrie the whole time.
because Valkyries are they're a thing, right? Like a Pegasus.
I think they're like
Unless her name is Valkyrie as like a
I think
homage
Valkyries
to
are
the
like-
Valkyries.
Nordic mythology,
Yeah.
maybe.
What think about God of War?
Yeah, they just call her Valkyrie.
I mean, I guess she's just Valkyrie. It's kind of like calling her human, like, because like
Human.
that's what she is. But yeah, I don't know. Thor 4 bad. Secret Invasion good, kind of maybe even. Haven't seen episode 2, but
I like where it's going so far.
I'm probably gonna give it a watch.
Yeah.
I
I think it
hate
looks interesting.
Yeah.
that his scar came from an alien cat. That's so stupid.
Wow, spoiler.
Well, that's not in the show. That's in Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Oh,
Still
is it?
spoiler. Yeah.
No, I'm probably never
You
gonna
like
watch
he's
Captain
gonna
Marvel,
watch.
So
so-
you don't have to. Well, you do if you really want to keep up with it, but you don't.
No, I don't.
Okay. We'll keep it that way.
I might give it a watch though, because
What,
that,
Captain Marvel?
because that introduces the Skrulls, which
Yeah.
are the other people in this one.
Hmm.
Or I mean, Skrulls are just they're aliens that are
Yeah.
on Earth because they don't have a planet, and Nick Fury's
Yeah.
trying to find them a planet.
There was like a whole war. I'm not. Well,
And they've been here for too
yeah.
long, so now they're starting to like shape shift to like live
Yeah.
amongst the humans and do nefarious things or whatever.
mhm.
Yeah. It's literally an allegory for the Red Scare. I'm not even joking. Most things are the Red Skull, the fucking Red Lanterns. If it's red, it's a allegory for communism, because we were very creative back in the 40s.
Wasn't there a scroll character in like Marvel vs. Capcom 3?
Yeah, the Super Scroll.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's what they're
Piccolo,
trying
yeah.
to.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to like lead into this. Like again, I don't want to say anything about episode 2, but regardless, if you have an idea of what the comic is, in there they kind of like mess around with DNA in the comics to like get stronger scrolls.
Yeah, they
Where
were.
they have like the powers of. I want to say it's most of the Fantastic Four
Mm.
in the comics.
Yeah, I guess.
Because you had that guy who had the scroll. There was that scroll
Reed
who had
Richards.
like all 4 powers, where it's the stretchy arms, the flame on thing, the thing stuff, and I think he also had Susan Storm's thing or whatever her name is.
What if one of them motherfuckers had the Silver Surfer's ability?
Damn.
Ain't nobody walking out of that motherfucker alive. I need the Silver Surfer back, bro. The Avengers couldn't handle him.
No.
He'd fuck them all up. Even the big
I mean,
three.
he's a herald
Even
of
if you-
Galactus.
Even
Yeah.
if you
So,
had
like-
Tony and Cap and Thor back
Yeah.
and Captain Marvel and Wanda, they're
Silver
all
Surfer
getting
is-
washed, all getting packed.
Motherfucker can travel from Earth to like the literal end of galaxy in like
he's
a
so,
second.
He's so cool. Remember when Susan did the force field, and he just like peeked through it.
Yeah, he's like, oh hey,
That's pretty hard.
God, that shit was so
Yeah.
hard. That shit went
it was
hard.
fucking
And when he
badass.
grabbed Johnny Storm and took him up
Oh,
to
yeah.
space and just like dropped him and just looked at
God,
him.
like there's, I didn't know this, but so Marvel a couple years back made a comic line called Marvel Ruins.
Mm.
That shit's fucked up, dude. Like, pretty much the idea is that, yeah, you have your typical like mutants, Avengers, or whatever with their powers, but it kind of fucks them up in the end, right?
Mhm.
It's like one of them was Human Torch, where he just constantly was burning,
Mm.
right? You had Mystique, which, you know, she can like shapeshift also into other people, but it got to the point where like it got to the point where it was so much that she had like, what's it called, fuck that, this person like something personal disorder,
Borderline personality disorder.
yeah, I think it's what it was. And it was fucking her up where like her she was constantly changing, and like it left her like a monster, right? And then you had Spider-Man, who I can't remember what Spider-Man's was. You had Professor Xavier, who wasn't who you would think he was, but instead he ran that school, but he was super like against the fact. I think he was like super against mutants, and like he'd pretty much like experiment or like kill them.
Sounds pretty fucked up.
It is. There's images of it, and like I'm surprised they like they went as far as they did.
I like the concept of it though. Like,
It's super cool.
One of the hardest moments in American comic book history, I think, was in the start of Injustice 1, the
Mhm.
first war,
Mhm.
when did Joker or somebody put Superman under a trance and made him kill Lois because he thought it was Doomsday or something?
Yeah, I think this is also along in the comic lines, but pretty much
Was it Scarecrow or
No, it was
Joker?
Joker. Joker was like, I think he was messing around with Scarecrow's toxin and planning some fucking shit.
And he made
And he
Superman,
got Superman and tricked Superman into thinking Lois was Doomsday.
and I mean
fucking
he
Superman was fucking
he
going
took
ham.
he took her up into space and was like beating her to death.
fucking Christ.
And then when he came out of it, it was just like her like fractured, mangled head.
Yeah.
And then like he just like his eyes turn red, and you just see him go straight down to earth, and he went right into the detective agency where Joker was being interrogated, and just went right through his heart.
Yeah.
And Batman was like, "Whoa!" And I was like, "Boy, that was hard." Superman, being actual super, just went right into the police department and just went. Right
Yeah,
through
it's pretty bad. That's the art style that they went with it. That's Spider-Man. I think it was that he had like a disease or whatever and it started affecting everybody.
Oh shit.
But like the art style, that's what makes it even like spookier, like
Oh yeah,
like gnarlier.
he just got stuck to a wall, couldn't get off.
Guys, can you please help me?
No, they've made some fucked up like
hey.
comics. Like there's a Spider-Man where like
You can make that dark though.
yeah,
Like he has to cut his hand off.
God. But there's like a Spider-Man comic where I don't know if he's just like normal, but the way he swings is with his veins.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah. So like I think he's constantly in pain, obviously. So you just see him there and all the veins just coming out of his
I'll just
arms.
take the bus, big guy.
Yeah, for real.
Is he still strong?
I
Can he
think
still
so.
run
He
fast?
just, he
I
just
don't
bleeds
know.
a lot.
That's his power.
Oh,
I'm
man.
really bleedy. If you have anything sharp, this
But
whole
no, they like
floor
made
could
whole
be
like
red.
different stories for each one. Captain America with like this, Captain America with the super soldier serum. Like he had his powers, but at the end of it all, it affected him in some way where he became a cannibal. So he can only eat people and started eating people.
Maybe he has to like have like a incredibly like calorically dense meal, so he's got to eat people.
Yeah, he's got to
Yeah.
eat all the time, and
And
he
then
can't wait for
Hulk-
food to cook or he'll die.
Hulk, Hulk with like the gamma radiation thing became like just a walking tumor.
Hulk's kind of already fucked up. If you think about it.
Yeah.
Hulk, he's already kind of like
Mm-hmm.
he just goes and then he comes back and his whole family's dead. It's like, well, has that ever happened? Where like
What?
Hulk just went ape and just killed everybody and came
Yeah.
back. Because like
Well, I mean, you had the.
I wish they would have explored that in the MCU, but
You have a what's his face, Maestro.
Maestro?
Maestro, yeah. I think that Hulk is the one that kind of like went on a rampage and just fucking killed everybody. He was like the only one on the planet. There's like some other comic lines where Spider-Man 2099 gets sent back there and gets sent to that one by mistake or something like that.
Man, Planet Buster Hulk is intense. Do you know about him, Brandon?
I don't think so.
He's like Hulk, but he's so mad and he's so strong that like he can just jump up and come straight back down and just explode the entire planet.
Shit.
I mean, I think there's a comic line where he's so strong he can literally just punch like a black hole or something like that,
The scariest
or like a
Hulk.
hole in space-time continuum.
The scariest Hulk though is no Banner presence Hulk. That's when Bruce Banner is completely gone. I remember he transformed, and it was some Avenger. It was like Black Widow or Falcon or someone was looking at him, and he looked back and he saw like no humanity in his eyes, and like you didn't see what happened to Falcon, but or whoever it was, but they were like, because I guess like Hulk with no humanity is probably like terrifying.
Oh, 100%.
Because it's just like a 14
Yeah.
foot tall like gorilla that can destroy the earth.
There's a lot of different variants. Like they made this one Hulk who was pretty much just very, I don't want to say what I was gonna say, but it's very incest forward.
Okay.
Like he'd fuck like relatives of his own, and then from there, obviously, like they would reproduce more like other Hulklings, I think is what they were called, or something like that. But they were all just like messed up.
Wrong turn looking
And then
ass
that-
Hulks.
Damn.
Then that's where Logan or Wolverine comes in at some point in time, and like they start fighting, and then fucking Hulk eats him, literally
Holy
just
shit.
eats him, and then because Logan has that regenerative like healing
He cuts
stuff,
out of him.
he cuts out of him,
Yeah.
and like he just wins.
That's wild.
Yeah.
I think.
It gets pretty wild, them comics.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of a character called Pit?
No.
I think.
Kind of like the Hulk, but with like claws and shit.
No, I've never heard of him.
I've got. If I can get in my closet, I have like. I think I have all the Pit comics. They're pretty good, but there's one of them is like Pit versus the Hulk, and it's pretty cool.
That sounds pretty cool. If it's Hulk with claws.
Well, okay, but he's like size of Hulk. He gets like,
Yeah, he's
similar-
like a massive
Yeah,
dude.
mate. He's about 5'8".
Let's see, I'll post a picture of him.
Remember the remember the Thing in the old Fantastic Four movies, and he was just like 6'1". He wasn't like this giant rock monster.
Yeah.
He was just like a 6'1" dude with some rock prosthetics on him.
God, dude.
Those were movies.
Yeah.
That's Pit.
Oh shit, that looks badass.
More like shit, am I right? Okay, I can see him now, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
The glare from the light was in my way, but I could see him. I mean, hey, my money's probably on Hulk. I don't know how strong that guy is, but
I think Hulk does win in the end.
Oh,
I
no
remember
surprise.
right.
I mean, like they say, the general thing, like most, what the obvious thing about him is that he gets stronger the angrier he
Yeah.
gets. So he's always getting like. You had World War Hulk. He had so many different type of Hulks.
Hulk. Got Hulkenberg.
Really fast. Well,
Wow.
maybe not so much.
Kinda. He can be
Yeah,
when he wants to
Yeah.
be.
maybe not.
When
in,
he's angry enough and he's green enough, he can get to like P9.
maybe in a different
quality?
car.
Hey,
Damn.
I like Hulkenberg.
No, he's cool, dude. He's chill.
Oh yeah, there's a
Suck
race this
my
week.
balls,
Yeah.
mate.
This week's at the Red Bull Ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Austria. That's what
Oh.
they sound like in Austria.
Keep For the longest time, I thought Red Bull Ring. Yeah. Welcome to Austria.
What was the chime at the beginning?
I don't know that what's it called? The like Desperado like.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to
Yeah.
Like Zorro type shit.
Yeah.
Maybe? Like
Kinda.
It's Wild West shit.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to think.
Whenever there's a Hispanic in a Wild West movie,
Wild West. Yeah.
they just do that.
Yeah.
Whatever. Along with the bird that you didn't recognize in the last episode, the bird in the sky, that noise I made in in one
There's
of our
probably
last episodes.
yeah, but you do that shit like all the time.
Yeah, but it's the bird in the Wild West when they're like out in the pasture.
I've
and
never
they're-
heard a bird in like maybe in one of them, but I never thought that to be like a
Okay.
common thing.
My dad watches all those black and white cowboy shows.
Mhm.
It's in every episode.
I don't.
Whenever they go out in the
You're watching like Gunsmoke and Bonanza and
yeah,
shit.
and like Rifleman and shit, and something else, and obviously the good, the bad, and the ugly, the Clint Eastwood stuff. But he likes the black and white because the acting is atrocious, and he just likes it. Because he actually hated him when he was a kid, because his dad watched him. He didn't like him that much, but growing up now, he's like, yeah, I can see why, because they're pretty fucking funny, and they are kind of funny.
Yeah.
Rifleman's kind of funny. There's a moment where they're hunting something. I think it's like, well, I mean, it's not a bear if it's in the Wild West, but they're hunting. It's probably like a cougar or something. And like obviously, like you never see the cougar because they can't afford to get a fucking live cougar.
Right.
So like you just see the bushes ruffle, and you just see the rifleman just, and he's like on his horse, and the horse is like obviously not afraid of a cougar because it's not really there. The horse is just like, and he's on the back of this horse just trying to fucking load his repeater as fast as he can, and then it cuts away from him, and then it cuts back, and he's like all cut up. He's like, I got attacked by a cougar. And he's like, oh, did you? But yeah, it's pretty.
Like when I used to work third shift, like when I get off, there would be like nothing on TV. So like all there would be was like Gunsmoke, Bonanza, until like Star Trek came on. I'd be like, oh, thank fuck. But like I didn't mind watching Gunsmoke and Bonanza, but it was just to like have something on, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Old TV is kind of like dying off, and that makes me kind of sad. Where you just like turn on the TV and it's like something's on, and you just kind of watch it. I feel like now you can like curate like everything to be exactly what you want to see, but like back in the day, like that's how you discovered new things. Like like you just came across like MTV, and you were like, oh, what's this song? Oh, I like this band now, and it's like, oh, that's the Arctic Monkeys, you know. But now it's like I don't like Arctic Monkeys, so I'm not gonna listen to them.
Yeah, I guess like I don't even really fucking watch TV because like
I don't either.
Like there's some shows like I'll keep up with like on Hulu or whatever the fuck, but like most of the time I'm watching YouTube if I'm watching something.
Yeah.
Like,
But that's even for me now. It's hard to like stay on YouTube because I never have anything
yeah,
to
because
watch.
like I used to watch like Twitch a lot more too, and now I'm like I can't be fucked to like turn on a stream. Like,
I actually don't watch YouTube. I usually have it on in the background while I'm gaming. That's usually how I do it. Like I don't really like watch stuff that you have to look at now because I'm usually playing a game.
Yeah,
and I want something in the background.
It depends on what I'm playing.
Like, yeah, if it's something that like I want to focus, then
like I've been playing like Diablo 4, so for that like I'm focused on that. Like I'm not paying attention to a YouTube video or anything like that. But then I've also been like kind of have rekindled my love for one of my favorite games all time, Monster Rancher 2, because they have like the director's cut on Switch. I got that, and so, but I can like play that and just
Game Pass?
I don't know.
I feel like that's free on Game Pass for
I
some
feel
reason.
like it's probably not on Game Pass, but I might be wrong.
is it a Nintendo game?
No.
No, it was a PS1 game.
Oh,
I never heard of it.
really?
Mm-hmm.
What's it called again?
Oh, I think I'm thinking about Slime Ranch.
Oh, Slime Rancher, yeah, that is on Game Pass, I think.
What's it called?
Monster
Rancher.
Rancher. It had a really like weird gimmick to it with like how you got monsters. It obviously doesn't work like this anymore, but back in the day, like how you would get monsters is you would go to a shrine and you would open up your fucking PlayStation, take the game out, and put a CD in, and it would like read the CD and then like give you the monster based off something it read on the CD.
That's cool.
God, that's what
I mean.
It was like so exciting when I was
it's
little.
tedious,
like,
but like that's probably pretty cool when you're a kid.
That's what made like that. I think that time is like the prime time for gaming.
oh yeah,
It was
like
the
things
best
were so
time.
analog. Back
Everything,
then.
yeah, and like it was just we're gonna do this, and like with Metal Gear, with the fact that like you had to like know who the fuck would have known to switch out the controller,
right,
or whatever. Where he's like, oh, I'm gonna corrupt your memory drive or whatever. I'm like, dude, that's fucking awesome. Same goes with anything like Nintendo at the time. Like, all the fucking stupid adapters they had, but I think they had similar things that can like work for your advantage or whatever.
You saying Metal Gear made me think about there was something where you had to look in the handbook and get like a hint or like a code.
Oh, there was a bunch of games like that where like if you didn't have the fucking booklet, you were screwed.
Or I think it was like there was just like something you had to do in the game that would have been like impossible to find out, and you had to go in the manual because I think in like Snake's biography that they had it like said how he got out of that specific point, and you had to use it as a hint to get out or something like that.
There was something like that with one of the Castlevanias, maybe Simon's Quest, I can't remember if it was in the manual or if it was just like so fucking obscure. Like
Yeah.
it's like, oh, you have to like have this jewel and then equip like this weapon and then go kneel in this corner and wait for like 10 seconds and then a tornado will come and like,
Yeah,
Whoa,
it's
who
like
would've done that?
exactly. How like Metal Gear was definitely like the bigger person in that. Like with that whole like Snake Eater series or the game, he had that one guy. What was his fucking name? I think it was the
Old
end.
man? The
Yeah.
End, yeah.
Like you had so many different options to kill him. Either you could kill him right there on the spot where he's just like you're spying from a far point and he's in his wheelchair.
Or you
You
could
could
let
pop
him
his
die.
head there, let him die, but you'd have to wait. I think actual like 2 weeks
I think
I
to
remember
like
hearing
let
something
him.
about
Yeah,
that.
and then he just ages and dies on the spot.
I think he died because of his cigarette use. I think, but like he died of old age. But like he died because he was an old man that still smoked, and I think he just like,
Probably, yeah, something
finally
like that.
tapped out or something.
But
like
there
that.
was always that's the thing that made those games so fucking fun.
Yeah.
Like there was always some way to like something you would never think of as a fucking 10-year-old.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
love shit like that.
It's like the best.
I mean,
dude.
I'll say it again. When Hideo hits, he hits.
Mhm.
It's just when he misses, you get Metal Gear Solid 4 and 5.
4 was good though.
Mm.
Like the 4 was good.
Old man Snake.
It was the best.
Nano machines. I didn't like 4. I thought 4 was like.
I enjoyed 4
Why
more than I
is
did
this happening?
5. Because 5 was stupid.
Also,
You thought the whole time you're Snake, but then, oh no, you're just some random fucking guy who took the personality of
that
Snake.
that looks like Snake.
That
And
looks
your-
like Snake
and
because
your
they.
name is Venom Snake, but so we're calling you Snake, but we're leaving out Venom because in the military you use
Yeah.
the last name, and it's like,
And then
it's
I think
Snake.
at
Just
the
say
end of the
Snake.
game they reveal it because I think you actually meet up with Snake or something.
I
Or
don't-
no, you're in. I don't know. They reveal it that in the helicopter crash you were protecting Snake, and you were just this guy behind him who took.
Five's Phantom Pain, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking
I have
stupid.
it, but I've only played like the intro part because my friends wanted me to play online with them, and I never played.
Oh
it.
yeah, Metal
Everything
Gear
was-
Online too. Survive, whatever.
Never play that shit.
Shit
It's
is
like
so
a zombie
stupid.
survival thing.
Yeah.
Phantom Pain, like the gameplay was really good,
Mm-mm.
but I just what the fuck's going on? And it got really repetitive. I think it was just
Yeah.
like extraction every mission.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, since we're talking about games, I can tell the audience about that game idea I had with the monkeys, where it's like the open world monkey game, where you're like,
Dude.
Are you sure we've had
What
this
the fuck are
conversation?
you on
I
right
know, I
now?
know, I've told y'all this, but I just haven't explained it yet. But you'll know when I explain it. It's the game where you're like monkeys and you escape from the zoo, and then you like go out into the open world and you start like learning how to like live amongst the humans and like learn how to drive and like learn
Rise
how
of
to
the
like
Planet of the Apes.
So it's
kind
like,
of as a game. Yeah,
like GTA, but you're a monkey.
that's literally what I
Is
said when I
this-
pitched it to y'all, and y'all like, oh, that sounds pretty cool.
Oh, okay. No, I don't remember any of that, but I thought you were talking about a real game.
No,
I was like, what the?
I also don't remember having this conversation.
Yeah, I don't
but,
remember.
but I believe you.
What I remember was the fucking fanfic you had about Fast
that
and Furious, but well, we're not going to talk about that.
anyway, but yeah, I had a game idea where it's cool and epic because it's about monkeys, but it's basically an open world game where like you like pick your type of monkey from the start, and like the chimps have like intelligence but like low strength and like low stamina, and like the chimp and like the orangutans have high strength but like extremely low stamina and like reasonable intelligence, and like the gorillas are like all brute strength and shit like that, right?
Like in that video.
What video?
The TikTok I said. Oh, you didn't see. I know you saw it because you brought up the fact that you did that to a friend or whatever. With
Oh,
the
yeah.
binder. Where the fucking silverback comes out of nowhere, like hops on the back of the other and pushes him to the ground.
Oh, I've seen the video, but I didn't see.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like you pick your monkey, right? And first you start out and you're like a dumb monkey, right? You're going around and you're going, and you're just like running around, and like the game is like tailored in a way where like your experience is like the monkey's experience. So like you can't understand humans, like you can't read signs,
Mhm.
like you can't drive cars, like you can't like pick up weapons and use them because you don't know how to yet. But like over time, like you do missions and like you level up your monkey, and like the longer you stay out in the world, you like pick up on humans
Mm-hmm.
because like
One day you get just like a normal wife. and
yeah,
you settle
yeah,
down.
yeah. Actually, like when you first see them, like humans just kind of like look at their phone and they like go like and then like you run up to them and they go and they like run away and you don't know why they're scared because you're a dumb monkey. But then like you learn like little words and like you hear like run monkey and then like cars, like you can't drive a car at all because you're a fucking monkey. But like the more and more you do missions, like upgrade your monkey, like the steering, like when you first drive a car, it's like the drunk GTA physics where you're trying to drive like this. Then like over time, like you get like just like a normal open world driving game where you're like a monkey driving a car.
Eventually
and you like
join the NASCAR series.
Yeah. And like
that should be easy.
And like there's like missions where you are like, well, I guess like the mission is to like get back at the humans. So like you're doing things where you're like actually doing like GTA shit where you're like robbing banks and shit, and you're like, you know, like,
but you're like stealing the wrong shit from it. Taking like all the plants.
Yeah. And then like over time
taking all the pens and shit.
Yeah. And then like once you become like this like monkey like crime mafia and like you live amongst the humans, you realize that we're no different than the humans, guys. We're robbing and we're stealing and we're killing just like the humans.
This sounds like those stupid fucking ads you get on YouTube about,
wow,
like,
thanks,
Crime
Dennis.
City mafias.
Thanks,
or like
Dennis.
You're like some guy in jail and now you're a millionaire.
Yeah. Level 1 grunt.
Yeah.
Level 99 boss.
I think this is a good idea.
I think
Since we're shitting on dreams, what's your favorite thing? Huh?
There's this.
No, shut the fuck up. What's your favorite thing? What do you like? Kingdom Hearts 4? Shit looks whack.
You haven't seen anything. Well, no, they did show off that trailer.
Yeah, my game doesn't exist. You haven't even seen it yet, and you're already shitting on the idea. I think that's a good idea.
But because I was gonna get at the fact that I'm pretty sure a couple years ago, either at an E3 or one of the Game Awards, they showed off like an evolution-based game.
Evolve? That game?
No. That's a piece of shit. Where like they literally, it was just you're going through the cycle of evolution or something like that.
Are you sure that wasn't Evolve?
I'm sure that wasn't Evolve.
Because you play as a monkey in Evolve, and you evolve.
Isn't Evolve the?
No, they made two. There's a different Evolve.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about Evolve, that shooter one where you're fighting monsters and shit. That's the piece of shit.
That is. But I think there was one, or it was called like Primal or something like that, where you are a monkey, but that's like you evolving to just a monkey. I think you start as like a fucking like amoeba and you evolve to a monkey, I think. But my game is about being a monkey in the real world. Wouldn't that be cool? And you like have like a team, and it's like you and your friends online, and like.
I mean, that shit would be pretty funny.
And like all y'all just like little fucking monkeys running around the city causing havoc.
It's called Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey.
Yeah.
It's a survival game developed by this group.
And you're trying to like shoot guns, and like your aim is so terrible that like guns are just like kind of deterrents. Like you don't use them to kill, you just kind of use them to like scare the people away. What?
It's funny how like this is the second or fourth image I find in this. I'm just like, and we literally just finished talking about Metal Gear. It was like the fourth image in this. But
speaking of games where you evolve, I think Spore needs to make a comeback.
Yeah, I've only ever played that once in high. I was fixing myself, and I only ever played that game once in high school because a friend was just like, "Oh man, you gotta play! It's the best fucking shit ever." Played it like 10 seconds. I'm like, whatever. It wasn't one.
It wasn't everything it was supposed to be.
Yeah,
but
like,
it
definitely looks.
The
fun.
concept is there. Like,
I kind of wish Katamari would do something like that, where you start really small and then you get really big at the end. Because
so Katamari,
it's literally just Katamari.
That's the game.
Are you talking about the actual person?
I mean, if I could finish my sentence,
okay,
I could have told y'all what I was talking about. Where you start as a molecule, so not Katamari, and you get big enough to where you're like rolling up like space and time itself. So not Katamari, where like you start really small and you get like really big.
It's a continuous, like, a linear timeline.
Yeah, because like in Katamari, like you start at like a pencil level and you get like as big as like a spaceship, and it's like the level's over in like 4 minutes.
But still, like, Katamari.
Yeah, I said I wish Katamari would do this. I didn't say I want to make a new game that's just Katamari.
I don't know. I don't think they would do that because it's just at this point, that's something that they probably could have done in the beginning.
I don't think the PlayStation 2 could have done that, or the PlayStation 3. I don't think it could have done that either.
100% it could have. Oh,
It go from like it's a whole world where like you're this small in it, and then you get big enough, and it's like a GTA
How the fuck do you
size
think
world.
we played Minecraft?
Minecraft is way different than
But
like,
Minecraft is constantly generating more and more and more.
not the shit you see, or I mean not the shit you don't see. When you're not looking at a cube, it's not there.
I
in
don't think
Minecraft.
it's that big of. I don't know. I think it could have run it, but I
on
see
a
the
PS2.
idea. Oops, sorry. No, on a PS3.
Because like Katamari could barely run on a PS3. When you would start sucking up stuff, it became a PowerPoint presentation, 1 frame a minute.
I don't know. I think it could have easily done it.
Easily, I don't know about easily, if at all.
I think it could be because like even in Katamari, like on PS2, like there's like a transition, like when you get to a bigger size where you can because you
But
you
like-
kind of stop seeing the smaller stuff at some point.
I mean, like like if you cut corners, it probably would have done it. But like, I feel like now, like a PS5, like you could just make all that shit happen.
Oh
Like
yeah,
right now in the
100%.
same world where you're like, because like the last level, cause really it's the last level, because in Katamari in the last level, it's like you start already kind of big, like your ball starts kind of like as big as like a car, and then you like get as big as the planet, and it's like, I mean, this takes like 8 minutes, cause like once you suck up the first car, your size just goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
But
That's
I think
like
it'd
the
be
one
cool.
downside to Katamari is like how short some of the levels can be.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool if there was like a 20-minute level where you're like in the quantum realm, and then you get up to like sucking up black holes.
But I think I preferred it to be so like short time though, because I think I'm definitely the type of person that if I'm just gonna keep doing the same objective of just trying to get bigger, I don't think I want to sit here for 20 minutes.
I think like for the
30
last
minutes
level though,
trying to do the same thing over and over.
I think for like the last level, having like, you know, the big send off would be kind of cool. Not every level.
Mhm.
I think them being kind of like time trials
Yeah.
are better, but like for the last level, it kind of sucks for the last level to also be 8 minutes.
I
If that,
guess,
if it's like 6 minutes even.
yeah.
Because Katamari has a lot of music, and like most of the levels don't even last as long as the song. So like,
That's true.
like by the time you end, they're still like "Tapini me, popolopi." You're like, I want to hear the song more.
Solid gold soundtrack.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I like that one and like the "Hiribo, hopodu, hibodibo, hibodi, hibodi." Remember that one?
No.
I
Is that the Xbox one or like one of the newer ones? Because I've mainly only played like
think
the
it's
PS2 one.
I think it's "We Love Katamari." That
Mm.
song.
I was thinking about because I think they've got like what is it? Is it the like We Love Katamari reroll? Is that what it's called?
Katamari reroll. I think
I've been thinking about buying that just because I want
It's
to play
pretty-
Katamari again.
it's pretty tight. It's pretty tight. I mean, I've played it so much that I was like, I don't really need to
Yeah.
do it again.
Yeah, it's
There's
one of those
certain
games
games.
like maybe like once a year, every 2 years. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna sit down and play Katamari.
Unless they make a new one, we start in the quantum realm, and you can go up to the fucking outer space.
There's Ant-Man.
Yeah, Soy, Marvel Soy. You see Ant-Man down there, and then your Katamari just goes,
Pogs.
yeah, Soy Pogs. Dude, Pride Rock. I know y'all don't get that reference,
Nope.
but there's this video. There's a video. So y'all don't know YMS, Your Movie Sucks, right? He's like a movie reviewer on YouTube. And he did this like long, like 2-hour review of like Lion King 2018, whenever it came out, 2019. And it's a 2-parter because the first one was 2 hours, and he has another part that's going to be like, I guess like 5 or some shit. Like
Jesus
he really
Christ.
hates this movie. And there's a guy in the video that he's reacting to, because he watched all the like promotional stuff for the movie too. And they showed, it was the React guys, they showed the trailer to like a bunch of like millennials, I guess, to see the reaction and get nostalgia.
They still make videos.
Yeah.
React channel? Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure
Really?
it still exists. Yeah.
This guy,
It's ridiculous.
this
that it does.
guy, he sees Pride Rock, you know,
Yeah.
and he goes, dude, Pride Rock, and he like actually soy pogs in real life, and it's hilarious.
Oh man.
Dude, Pride Rock.
And watching the dude's reaction to it. Wait, this is an ad. Wait, this is a scuffed episode.
And demonetized.
Yeah, I'm turning the audio down. Will commercials get you?
I don't think
So
so.
they don't have channels to flag.
Doubt it.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Google Android. Switch and do more. Okay. Wait.
Wow. Dude, Pride Rock. Let in my child. This is so stupid.
Wait till he goes. Well, dude. Okay, I'm derailing the episode, but okay. But yeah, like watching people laugh makes me laugh. But
And I've always hated the reaction.
it's just
I
funny
used to watch it back in the day. Like,
I
Just,
couldn't.
because it's like, wow,
Wow. Pride Rock.
dude, Pride Raw. Okay,
It's a stupid thing to get excited for.
yeah, it's just like, I mean, I guess you found the episode title, but yeah, just put that guy in the thumbnail, dude. But yeah, that's what I would do if I went to the quantum realm in Katamari and I saw Ant-Man. I'd pog. I'd soy pog. But dude, my girlfriend is the biggest Marvel soy fan now, which is funny because she was like not on the superheroes when we met, and then I think Chris Evans and Sebastian Stan did it so much for her that she's like, I think I'm a Marvel fan now. I think she saw Captain America: Winter Soldier and she was like, oh yeah, I think I'm a Marvel fan now. But yeah, it just she actually would like I was playing Saints Row and she was like, oh man, can you be like Captain America in this movie, in this game? And I was like, no, you can't be Captain America. And she was like, oh, that'd be cool if you could. And I'm like, have you thought about anything besides Captain America ever since Chris Evans put on that old man makeup and died on the moon or wherever Captain America is in the MCU? But yeah, she is a dude Pride Rock when she sees anything Marvel related. And I make fun of her all the time. This is a call to our audience. If you ever see say, hey dude, Pride Rock, right? Dude, Captain America. Huh? Soy
I'm
pog.
gonna do the next time I see your girlfriend.
Yeah. Just send her a message right now. that's Captain America. And just go, dude. No, like FaceTime her. It'd be like, dude, have you seen Captain America: Winter Soldier? You're like spitting and shit. And you're like clearly you're like clearly in the studio on the podcast set. You just go. She would hate both of us. That's why you should do it. Just randomly, just send her random Marvel shit and just soy pog. And just send her poggers. Okay. I'm thinking about that Chuck E. Cheese video where the Chuck E. Cheese mascot is live streaming and he goes, poggers, randomly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about.
I forgot about that shit.
Yeah. She's actually a bigger soy fan than I am, so that's a little call out to McBeep. I don't want to dox, especially since everyone's they find her, they're gonna be like, dude, Bargers.
Yeah, her Instagram is
yeah.
Something about a tree or something.
Tree of Marvel. Tree of whatever. I am Groot. My sister likes Groot too, but she has no idea about anything Marvel. She just likes Groot and Baby Yoda. She doesn't know.
it's just like your sister just thinks Groot's like really hot.
Oh, look at him. He just grows and
Like
all.
I find out.
Yeah, he sits there in that little pot.
Like I buy her like
Getting bigger.
I buy her
Oh,
like a
God.
Groot plushie, And she's like, oh, fuck yeah. And then, like, I find out that, like,
Oh.
she's, like, super attracted to it.
She's been like making out with it.
She's like, oh, man, who's this guy? Like, the Iron Giant or something? I don't know, but he's hot. Yeah, she's a...
Turns into like one of those people that take like body pillows with them to the restaurant. Which is like a little group pillow sitting on the other side.
Marries it and everything.
You get
Yeah.
your Jeep that, like, wood camo so it can look like Groot.
Yeah.
Puts Groot on the license plate. But yeah, she's like the opposite, where she likes Doctor Strange because she likes Benedict, but she does not know a single thing. We watched Multiverse of Madness. Me, my girlfriend, us from the dots, and my sister. And at the end of the movie, she was like, "Wow, that was pretty cool. Who the fuck is Wanda?" And I was like, "The lady that was in the movie." Like 90% of the time. And she was like, oh, that's why they kept calling her the witch. She's the Scarlet Witch. And I was like, yeah.
Wow.
You know how she was wearing scarlet, the color, and she was a witch, you know? Yeah. And she was like, wow, cool. Probably won't watch any of these ever again, but if Doctor Strange ever makes another movie, she will. Obviously, she obviously liked Black Panther. Not because she's black, but she just liked that movie. I feel like that was awkward to just call out and be like, yeah, she also liked Black Panther, but she actually did like Michael B. Jordan and Chadwick Boseman. She likes those two actors.
Who's the first one?
Michael B. Jordan,
Oh, Michael.
Killmonger.
Yeah.
She's just attracted to him, but she liked Chadwick because he was in something.
Shit.
She was in something else that
Creed?
she liked. Chadwick Boseman.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Michael B. Jordan.
Nah,
Sorry.
yeah, he was in something else that she watched.
42.
She liked that actor. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't watch it, but
Yeah, it's that Jackie Robinson movie.
what other Marvel shit did she like? I think that's it. Didn't like Spider-Man. Doesn't like Spider-Man. Doesn't like Captain America. Doesn't like Iron Man. Who the fuck doesn't like?
Wasn't he just going on about how much she loved Captain America and Winter Soldier?
No, my sister doesn't like
I didn't
those
know
Yeah.
it
things.
was his sister.
She's the exact opposite of
Yeah, okay.
other person
Sorry.
who loves
Yeah,
Captain
yeah,
America
yeah.
and Iron Man.
Yeah, I didn't
But
hear
yeah.
you say sister at all.
My sister.
Sister.
My sister. Yeah.
My
But
twister.
yeah, just go ahead, Steven, put up that docs. Everybody, send them, send them,
Send them their IP addresses. Just go
Yeah.
for it, man.
just send them
Well.
Marvel clips.
Dude!
Dude, Pride Rock. Like, it's not even Lion King, but you say, dude, Pride Rock.
That's another universe where it's Dude Perfect. It's Pride Rock.
That joke made me tired. The second after you said it, I was like, I got so sleepy. You
That's fair.
sucked my life force out of.
Yes.
Actually, before we end the
I'll be
episode,
quiet. Yeah.
yeah, you shut the. Before we end the episode, I was watching some stuff about a comic. I don't know if you guys know anybody called Brendan Schaub. He's like that retired MMA fighter who like does like stand up comedy with like Joe Rogan and Burt Kreischer and all those guys. He's like painfully unfunny, and I just watched someone review his stand up stuff.
What's his name?
Brendan Schaub. It's like
SCHAAB.
SCHAUB. Yeah. He's like a
Trying to see if I know who it is.
yeah. He was just in that Joe Rogan. I was waiting for him to look it up.
Very not funny.
Yeah.
He looks very not funny. Like,
Yeah, he looks like a meathead, right? That like doesn't.
Oh
yeah.
wait, doesn't he have his own podcast with this other guy?
Yeah, he had he was
Yeah,
on Bobby Lee's podcast.
Yeah, when I see him, he's in that one. He's the one in that one podcast with Bobby
Yeah,
Lee as the
with
guest
the-
with the whole like.
Every Day for a Summer. That bit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in that bit. He obviously wasn't what made it funny, but
Yeah.
yeah, he was on that podcast. Tiger Belly, was that what it was called?
yeah, that's Bobby Lee.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Bobby Lee's podcast. Yeah.
I think that's also like a it's like Tiger something, Tiger and Bunny. That's an anime, and I get those two mixed up. Tiger and Bunny, and then Tiger Belly. One's the anime, one's a podcast. I
What
think
kind of anime are you watching?
I think it's Tiger and Bunny. I ain't watch that shit. I just know it's called Tiger and Bunny. I think
It is.
it's like a mech
I think
anime.
I've never watched it, but
I feel like that's
I've
everybody.
seen it.
When I ask them, have you seen
Places.
Tiger and Bunny? They're like, oh, I've heard of that. Have you seen it? No. But yeah, I just watched someone review his stuff. He's pretty not funny. Just wanted to put that out in public. That's my review.
He
of
just has that face that he's like. He looks like he'd be from
Miami.
no New Jersey, like the whole Jersey Shore shit.
He gives.
He
I
gives
can
me those
see
vibes.
it. He gives off Miami to me. I think it's the lip filler. That's what gives off Miami to me. But
Trying to say something.
I mean, lip filler in Miami. I feel like that's all there is in Venice Beach.
I think those are natural.
But one of those guys that is in that Joe Rogan clique, Tom Segura, is my favorite comedian, probably ever. I think
He's pretty. I've seen a
At
couple
this
clips
point-
of him on like TikTok. He's pretty funny.
at this point for me, he's surpassed Dave Chappelle, George Carlin, Louis C.K. I think he's the funniest dude I've ever seen
Damn.
talk ever. It's just his storytelling is just so much better, and like his dry humor. Like I don't like yelling comedians.
Yeah.
Like even Carlin would kind of yell a little bit, and
Yeah.
like it was funny, but like it's refreshing to see someone that can just talk like this and
Yeah.
like have you like crying laughing. But
I've never watched. I know who he is. I've just never watched any of his shit.
I think you'll like his comedy because it's like very like sarcastic and like kind of dry. But yeah, Tom Segura, shout out. I want to watch him live one day ever. He should come on the podcast.
I'll call him up.
Yeah, I'll call him up. I'll bring him on.
Send him an email. It's
Hey
fine.
Tommy.
Yeah, let's speed dial him.
And speaking of Tommy, I watched an Italian documentary about the mafia back in like the 70s recently.
Just learn about the lemons.
I wasn't ready.
The Sicilian lemons.
I wasn't ready for the word lemons after I said what I just said. But no, I haven't. But
It's a thing, dude.
they're putting stuff in the lemons, dude. Be careful when you drink lemonade. If it's from an Italian. Dope.
Wow.
That's how they get you in the mafia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What's the Sicilian lemon?
I mean, I'm not like a fucking.
Oh.
It's in like active knowledge that I keep in my brain. It's
I
just
thought-
like
I thought you had like some shit to drop on us about
No,
like lemons. Oh, okay.
no, but I've had a friend like tell me about it like extensively. Like
Is there a documentary about it?
there probably is.
I mean, this might have been in that documentary. I just know that like it was about like how the mafia grew in like the 40s. I just got it ringing in my ear about how the how the mafia grew in the 40s up to like the 70s and how they got caught and how they in one case, I think Giuliani arrested all 5 of the mafia dons at once. He got them all arrested at the same time. Well, one of them got killed after he appeared in court. Yeah, another one died before that, so it was just 4 left. Then they all went to prison. And I think like all of them died in prison.
F.
But you didn't hear it from me. But I think you know how people talk about how Giuliani turned around like crime in New York back in like the 70s and 80s. I think he sent some guys to Cuba and it's like, hey, don't come back to America, and we'll have a little closed casket for you. And you know,
I mean, I certainly wouldn't put it past.
What?
Yeah, but I was looking for like the connection.
Okay.
what?
Okay, because maybe it wasn't. I don't know if it was like the American Mafia. I'm still thinking about the lemon thing.
No.
I was like, let's switch it up. I was trying to figure out what the fuck you guys were talking about. It's just a fucking lemon.
Yeah, I mean it's a type of lemon,
Yeah.
but like
I thought
Was
there
it
was like,
like a-
from Sicily.
Like, did they like use these lemons to like
I
grow a
don't
business
remember the
and like
whole thing.
take over Sicily or whatever?
I don't remember really.
Probably that's probably what they did because that's what they did in New York. They just used like construction companies. Because back then, I think New York was like building all these cities, building all these buildings in like the 60s, I think. And if you like took a cut from like the concrete companies, you made like billions a year. Like,
Jesus.
and yeah, they cracked down on them. And I think you didn't hear from me, even though I'm saying it right now. But I think Rudy,
Oh,
because like, how do you get all those guys to go away, right? Like, okay, you take out the bosses, but like all the underbosses still live in New York. All the lieutenants and the capos still live in New York.
Right, like they're not gonna go like work a fucking office job.
like they
now.
just stop working. Like I feel like he got some guys like, hey, let's make a deal. You fly somewhere. We'll say you got killed in like a limousine on your way to like whatever, and like, you know, have a closed casket, put some sandbags in it. You stay the fucking Cuba, and your casket will stay in New York, and then you're dead forever. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like that's a lot of crime to get rid of in like what?
Couple
Like,
years.
Well, I mean, like after they got arrested, it was like what, like months, and like nothing happened afterwards. Like I don't know. It's a little infantilized to me, but also it's a documentary, so they probably did infantilize. Also, there still is a fuck ton of crime in New York, so I mean,
Oh, I mean,
he got rid of the mafia,
yeah.
but he didn't get rid of. But I think the new mafia is kind of like just like gangs, like Bloods, Crips. You know, I think those are like the new mafia because like they kind of operate like gangs because they're in the community. I need to plug up the computer.
Yeah, I guess it's probably less.
They're in the
Probably less
community.
extortion.
Yeah, I think gangs just kind of learned from like what the mafia did and didn't go so big and just kind of stayed local and just kind of like, you know, stick to like selling drugs, you know, doing hits and all that. But like they kind of operate the exact same way. Like you move into a community, you forcefully take it over if you have to, and then you like lend out a helping hand to like the people around you. And then like that's how you get in, and like the cops don't come in because like if they're like, hey, do you know this guy? It's not gonna get an answer because like, I mean, I owe this guy money, so
Right.
if I tell you where he's at,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna see tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like gangs now, like I feel like there is a new mafia. It's just gangs, and like the turf war shit, and like the like super like bravado, like masculine shit, like alpha, like who's the top dog, like it's all the same. It's just not as rich because probably can't go that big with a crime org in the U.S. and have it go your way for too long.
Yeah, you can't go fucking
Can't go ape shit.
cartels. You know,
Yeah.
like it's crazy. Like the cartels, they're just fucking.
The
They're
cartel is
fighting the military, and the military are like, yeah, we're not gonna fuck. They're not. From my understanding, apparently, like they're trying to fuck with them, but they're failing badly.
I mean, like they're just so deep in the community. Like, what do you
Yeah.
do? You know, like there are probably like little old ladies that have like
yeah.
intel on guys, and it's like, what are you gonna do? Beat it out of her? Like you can't. Like you just gotta. That case is closed. But yeah, I think that's because like that's how most gangs are. Like it's not just a bunch of killers going around. It's like a guy like needs money, and like his neighbor's like, hey man, I'll hit you up with this, and like just pay me back.
Yeah.
Pay me the fuck back though, and then it's like, hey, yeah, now you're kind of a crip. That's kind of how it happened. It just happened that quick. Like, pay me back. Also, don't let me catch you in the red.
Tomorrow there's a knock on your door and it's like, oh shit. Better be holding that stack.
I better be repping. But yeah, don't join a gang, guys. You know, don't do it.
Yeah. Be better.
If you do it, I understand that you're desperate, but don't do it. You know, gangs are bad. That's not a good thing to say. I was gonna make a joke, but don't join gangs. Don't join mafia. Don't join the cartel. Okay, just don't. Stop it. Get some help. Brenna's.
What was that Michael Jordan gif?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, I'm trying to can't.
Hey guys, I'm Michael Jordan.
Stop.
McDonald's restaurants has given me the opportunity
Yeah.
to tell you to talk about what really matters. Your safety. Being drug free and whatever. I forgot the whole
Doing
speech.
the whole monologue.
Yeah. Stop it. Dude, I love Michael Jordan. I remember that commercial. It's like, oh my God, Michael Jordan. I'll never smoke weed.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike.
The lie detector has determined.
Well, he retired, so you know what?
He just bought one of the new that one company, Venom Hennessy or Hennessy Venom
Oh,
or
really?
whatever.
Mm.
He just bought like I think one of their newer cars. Apparently it's called like the Venom F5 or something.
Did he ever buy the Hornets? The Charlotte Hornets?
I feel like he did
I
at
think
one
he
point.
did. I think
he
so.
might have bought them when they were still the Bobcats.
Because I remember a joke about them not letting him buy it or something like that. And it's like, this man is the greatest basketball player of all time. And he grew up in your city.
Isn't that what they changed to after they were the Hornets? Didn't they go to the Bobcats or something?
They were the Bobcats and then they became the
Yeah.
Hornets, yeah.
I'm assuming he still lives in Charlotte.
I don't know.
I
But-
thought he was from here. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Actually, he was like from our backyard because my mom knew Michael Jordan, like as a person, like she knew him, like he was friends with her brother, and like he and like his friends would like walk down the road, and she would see him like walking with like my uncle and like my grandpa be like, "Hey Mike, hey blah blah blah, keep my son safe." He'd be like, "All right," and like they go play basketball. Like she knew Michael Jordan, like she
You know who else is from Charlotte?
Who?
The baby.
he is.
Yeah.
Let's go. He will turn you into a convertible.
Yeah. He'll fuck you up.
He will. He actually did kill a man in Walmart.
Yeah, and he was self defense.
I mean, it was. He shot him in the face. But, yeah, the baby don't kill me. I thought I turned. Well, that was a notification.
Yeah.
That was us. So if you're listening, don't check your phone. Or was if it was you at the exact same time. But
Xbox turned on.
hey,
Alexa.
Alexa.
Or Echo. You
Yeah.
can change the name to Echo.
Hey Siri, recite the entire number of
Activating
pi.
Mine.
Recite the entire number of pi.
I'm so like old fashioned when it comes to shit like that. Like I refuse to use like voice
Yeah.
commands on shit.
Bro, it doesn't work.
Like I can just type that shit in, bro.
Yeah, like when I'm like, hey Vava, how where's the closest barbershop? Finding closest bellhop. Like no barber shop.
The Marriott has offers a bellhop.
Yeah. Here's what I could find on. Jeez.
Man, it's crazy how quick trends pick up. Because
It
that
does.
was the whole fucking trend.
Bro, it drives me crazy too. Like,
Like,
cause like my grandma will be like using that shit, but like it never fucking works. So she does it like 5 fucking times,
You could have just
and it's like,
typed it.
yeah, just type it in, bro.
Wait, I mean, she's probably a pecker, so like she probably can't.
Probably, but
like-
still.
I didn't mean like when you type
Yeah.
and you peck. Not a pecker would.
Hello, police.
I got a guy here. If you know what I mean by a guy.
yeah, trends pick up so easily. That was the
They
whole
really
thing
do.
where streamers would say it and it'd
Yeah.
fuck up everybody's day.
It never happened with me though.
Never happened to me because I don't have any
Yeah.
fucking smart devices like that.
I didn't have it on
Yeah.
my phone.
I had voice command stuff off most of the time.
But then again, I think the newer phones can detect when it's coming from a like speaker, and it won't. 'Cause,
Either
like,
they're so like precise as to having it be your own voice. It's ridiculous.
yeah.
Like it's stupid how.
What if you get a cold?
I would. Hey, it's Billy. I will say though that Face ID shit is quick. Like,
It is.
like I can wake up in the middle of the night and I'm like, and my phone's like, "Yep, that's you, I guess."
It's
and then it loads
weird
me in.
how like accurate that is.
I've wondered
like-
how does facial hair like affect it? Like
It
I mean,
doesn't at all.
No.
No,
'Cause
And if you
I
cut
think
your
it's-
facial hair, it doesn't change it either.
I'm almost positive it's also mainly based off the eyes.
Probably.
Mm.
Because there are times where like it doesn't see my eyes and never unlocks. As soon as that like the light hits my eyes, it's like oh
I bet
right.
that
Or
shit
like
is,
I've had now with face mask it's different because in that case it does need the whole face. But
It's probably like eyes, nose, and lips.
yeah,
I bet that shit is so precise. Like I bet like a twin couldn't even unlock their brother or sister's phone.
I guess it depends on how identical or if they're like paternal twins or whatever.
Twins are fucking weird. You ever thought about that?
No.
It is pretty
It's
fucking
just
weird,
two
dog.
of the same person. Have you ever met twins in real life?
I went to school with a bunch of twins.
I went to middle school with 2 different twins. Not like 2 people, but like 2
sets,
pairs.
like yeah.
And then in high school, I think it's raining.
No, it's not supposed to rain today. I think it's probably just a bomb coming down on us.
Okay, well. And then in in high school there was
It's definitely not
I knew
rain.
some twins. And then
Go on.
what? What?
I said, go on.
Oh, I mean I knew some twins in high school.
Yeah, you did.
They were I'm trying to step on any toes, Dennis. I'm not trying to call anything out. I just knew some twins. And it was always weird because I don't know what I think twins do it on purpose. They would never tell you they have a twin. Like I feel like it's something you should just drop like, hey, my name is blank. Also, I have a twin. Just let you know that. So if you ever see someone that looks just like me, and you're like, hey, I saw you yesterday, and I'm like, no, you didn't. I'm not lying. That actually wasn't me. Because in high school, this girl I knew had a twin, and she never told me. And I went into their like living room, and there was just two of them sitting on the couch.
So like panicking.
I was like,
So what's that movie? Fuck, there was
The
that
Shining?
movie. Was it The Shining with the two twins
Yeah.
walking down the hall? Yeah.
it was like I saw them, and like I recognized the person I knew, but then I looked to her right, and I was like, wait a minute, she looked exactly like her. And I was like, because then my brain was like, wait, how the fuck is that possible? And then I was like, oh, twins. And like you could see my face go from like, oh. And she was like, yeah, this is my sister, blah blah blah. I was like, okay.
Jeez.
Didn't want to tell me that, or. And twins are always weird. They're always like
Yeah.
a little weird.
I've always hated those, like, and I've seen like TikToks of it, where it's those. I guess, well, in this case, to give an example, you know, you got two twin sisters, and one of them is dating somebody, and they'll play that fucking joke on them, which is like, oh, have the boyfriend figure out which one's which, or like the boyfriend will go up assuming that that's his girlfriend, and kiss them, and then they'll be like, no, I'm the sister or whatever. It's like, how the fuck is he supposed to know that?
Damn.
But it's just.
Would you get excited if your girlfriend had a twin?
Nah.
Just like, man,
I mean,
she looks exactly like
shit.
her. It's kind of hot.
They're both down. Fuck it. right?
Here's something crazy though about like two of the sets of twins I went to school with.
Yeah.
They were fucking neighbors. Like
Damn.
like less than 15 seconds down the road, the other twins lived.
What
So
the
you think
fuck?
they're like teleporting? Hey, Gloria.
Oh,
Hey.
man.
No, I mean like there was one set of twins here, and then like 15 seconds down the
Oh.
road, the other set of twins was. And I was
Oh,
like, what
okay.
The fuck?
Yeah.
Like,
Jesus.
The two pair of twins in middle school rode the same bus. That's how everyone knew them. It was two dudes and two girls. It was weird. People think me and my sister are twins. I don't know where that comes from. Maybe because we look alike, but I'm also a foot taller than that tiny human
Yeah, you're a little bit taller.
who can see me in real life and get this work, get punched right in the fucking
I
mouth.
mean, two people I know down in Florida, they're technically, what's the,
I liked it.
oh, fuck, I already forgot the term.
Term for what?
Uh,
Identical? Conjoined?
no, no. Oh my god.
Paternal?
But there we, yeah. Is it paternal or
Where they
or-
like don't look alike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they're somehow twins because I guess they were born at the same time or
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah.
Me and my sister are kind of like that, but we're just not actual paternal. Like, we're very similar in the way we act. We're like very...
Pretty much just like paternal twins, except you're not.
Yeah. Yeah. In the way we act, I guess. Don't make fun of me. We act similar. We have the same interest. And we yell at each other. People are very thrown off by me and my sister's dynamic, though. Like,
Why?
because I feel like a lot of siblings are way nicer to each other than we are. Because, like, what have you seen our dynamic, though?
No, but to like answer that, I'm like, no, my brother and I at the back. Now we are much
Well,
nicer.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's what I think.
Mhm.
But like, anytime like people see me and my sister interact with each other, they're always like, "Damn, that's so mean." And meanwhile, she's like dying laughing, and it's like, just,
okay.
this how we.
Yeah.
I don't know, just how we talk.
I guess
to
I
each
haven't been around like the two of y'all together enough.
other. All we do is argue and fight and call each other names. That's all we do. I don't even wave. I just go like this. like literally, like there are moments where like we should definitely be serious, and I can see that she's upset, and I'll just keep walking.
She probably appreciates that.
She
Yeah,
loves it.
Sure.
And when she
She probably thinks it's funny.
and when she unplugs my PlayStation and like punches me in the face, she loves it. And then I call her old and short, stupid and dumb. She loves it.
Yeah, my brother and I growing up, he was evil to me, dude. He was
Yeah.
an asshole. Like
I was lucky.
not crazy, like crazy, but he would I mean, it was always that thing where it's like the older brother always got away with everything, and so like I was always at fault for something. So and I remember this was the year Michael Jackson passed away. That's the way I always start this, because that's when I fractured my ankle in like 3 places, and so.
I'm sorry. It's just, I don't know why that's funny. I don't know why that's funny.
Man,
I
don't make fun of Michael Jackson.
I
Come
genuinely
on, dude.
don't know why that was funny. I really don't. Michael Jackson dying is not funny. I don't know why. I just, when you said it, I just. Okay, go on.
Anyways,
I'm sorry.
and so I was in a cast for like a couple months, and one time I tried to get a bowl of cereal. I'm like, it's kind of hard when you got 2 fucking crutches,
Yeah.
you know. So I'm like, hey, you think you can help me out with this? No, go fuck yourself. I was like,
True.
all right. So I got
Nice.
mad, and I got the crutch, and I kind of like smashed his toes with it. And it's like the fastest I hobbled ever to my room. I was like, fucking, yeah, dude.
If I was your brother, I probably would have like poured the milk and the cereal down in your calf after you did that shit to me.
Damn. Fuck.
I'd be
Like,
spiteful,
he
dude.
was
Yeah.
mad. He was mad, and like I locked my
That'd have
door,
been a
and he
good one.
punched like the door, but he made a hole in it, but it wasn't a hole that went through the door, but rather
like a
just
dent?
yeah, but it was still like a hole. It's as if somebody like got a cookie cutter, put it straight there, and that popped out. I was like, what the fuck? How? I don't know. It happened. He was always like that.
It's a glory hole. Come on, Dennis.
Okay, that's all right.
Been together for a while, man. Parents are gone.
Come on, dude.
I didn't think you'd actually do it.
Oh my god.
I'm trying so hard not to fucking.
I didn't think you'd actually do it, dude. Yeah, slow down.
God, you're fucking gross.
Fucking gripping the door handle. Yeah, let go. It's just.
Why'd you have to do that?
Oh my god.
My ears are sweating, dog.
I hear the truck pulling up, bro. You gotta hurry up. I'm sorry, Dennis.
No, you're not.
I'm
Oh man.
okay. To wrap the episode up, I was gonna ask you: did y'all like did you and your brother like actually like fist fight when y'all were younger?
There were attempts at it.
Cause me and my sister used to actually fist fight when we were kids, and I feel like that type of stuff like I think when siblings just like fight it out, like when you're a kid,
Mhm.
like you don't have like the emotional like intelligence to like talk through your issues.
No, yeah.
So
no.
when you're a kid, you just like kind of fight it out, and then you're like back to normal.
Yeah.
I think that stuff kind of helped.
Yeah.
I think siblings should fight
It
after
definitely.
after the same like
Yeah.
age. If you're
Right.
like 20,
Now we don't.
don't beat up your 7-year-old.
I'll talk to him and like, oh hey, hug, love you, bye. You know, something like that. I mean, I remember one time he had to get his appendix removed
No,
because it burst, and I completely forgot he had that surgery like 4 days later. And for me, 4 days later, I completely forgot he had
Yeah.
that. So I had an empty Pepsi can, and I just kind of went like that. He was on the floor, and I got a good ass whooping right afterwards.
Sorry, fucking
But
punching you in the
now
face.
it's just like you're the way you say you are with your sister now.
Yeah.
We're not like that. We'll make fun of each other or something.
We still
Like if I say, if I say something, he'll probably call me stupid or whatever because it probably didn't make sense. Like most things do when I say it, they don't make sense,
yeah.
right? But God, you know, I'm not gonna say the next thing I'm gonna say because
Say
it's
it.
gonna lead now.
Say it. I need to hear it. In the episode on it.
It's gonna lead back to one of those fucking things.
No, it won't.
It
dude.
is.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
No, you don't.
Okay, fine. All right, you ready?
Okay.
Whenever, so obviously we're brothers. Doesn't fucking matter. We've. Oh my fuck.
I'm just listening.
No, you guys are already laughing.
I'm just
Alright.
listening.
As kids, we'd have bunk beds. We'd sleep in the same room.
Yeah.
Whenever I go visit him in California, because it's only 2 rooms in that apartment. God, fuck, dude. I can't with the like. You see what I'm saying?
Just go, please.
Uh-huh.
Did
Please,
you
right?
rocking the top bunk a little bit?
You guys fucking suck.
Just go.
Well, I mean,
Just go.
You're here.
having one off the wrist on the top bunk. Ain't it?
Oh, I literally can't even say it now. Like, it's not related to a fucking top bunk at all.
Okay, just keep going. We're gonna end the episode on your story.
So he'd always try to scare me,
Okay.
right? Whenever we would go to sleep. So what he
Okay.
would do is, while I'm in my fucking bed, right? He's in his, and he'd try to be quiet and crawl over to mine to try to spook me. You see, look, you can't.
Oh, well, I'm not saying anything.
Yeah,
I haven't said anything.
No, but you're crying right now. Nostrils flaring up and everything. You're fucking dying over here.
Okay.
I'm finishing it off there.
Okay. Yep. That's the
Yeah.
story.
You like put a pillow over your head.
Flip you over.
Oh my god.
No. You know what it is. He like did it you up. And then it's like, yeah, why? You just see the door handle come loose. He just puts it back through the hole. You were back in 9th grade, right?
Why you do this to me? Huh? We didn't say shit when you were talking about your sister.
I
Alright.
didn't do it. I didn't start it. I don't think I started it. Steven, go back in the audio. I don't think I started it. I think it was Brandon.
That's like fucking
I think it was
questionable as fuck.
I think it was Brandon. You know,
That's like,
I think it was Brandon.
nah. You're the one who starts that shit. You got some weird fanfic stuff going on in your head, man. I'm here trying to have a night. God.
What?
Said family.
You're trying to have a genuine conversation about brother and sister love, and then you're here sucking.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Y'all shit on my fucking game idea, even though y'all liked
Yeah.
it the first time. So you know
Horrible.
what? Fuck you.
You're saying first time as if we remembered that shit.
That's how much y'all don't care.
Yeah, because it was a bad idea.
I think that's a good idea.
Alright, we'll keep dreaming.
Monkey GTA.
I'll play it. I'm picturing like. I think what I struggle with is I just picture like Goat Simulator.
Kinda.
Monkey.
I pictured that one game, what was it called? I think like Tokyo Zoo or something like that.
You know what I picture? The end of the episode. Bye.
Bye.
I love you. Say it, Dennis.
Say what?
Say you love him.
Oh. Okay. Love you guys.
Whew.